Eastman Kodak Company is a world business leader committed to quality. Every Eastman Kodak department strives toward continuous quality improvement of products, services, and operations. This requires teamwork on the part of all associates, suppliers, and customers. To develop your understanding of U.S. exports-imports within the company's distribution division, we present this guide to Eastman Kodak's U.S. International Distribution Services, or IDS. IDS includes the following groups: export customer services and transportation support, international support services, export regulations, and import services. Specialized teams in these groups carry out the IDS mission to deliver the most effective customer-focused services obtainable within the U.S. export-import environment. We have two primary goals: to deliver services that respond directly to the needs and strategies of our business partners worldwide, and to achieve superior customer satisfaction. To achieve excellence in processing our customer orders, IDS provides a wide variety of distribution services to Kodak's geography-based organizations and subsidiaries. We work in partnership with various internal departments within distribution, as well as with the Kodak manufacturing and supply chain teams. The Export Customer Service Team is organized by geography with a logistics coordinator assigned to each geographic region, and one or more customer service representatives assigned to a specific country. It's the logistics coordinator's job to actively guide the ordering process and to implement ways that continuously improve the logistics process throughout the order cycle. The customer service representative serves as the primary geographic customer advocate for IDS. This requires the CSR to perform many functions which range from handling specific details for orders of finished and unfinished goods, including entering and modifying orders, monitoring order status, and expediting orders to satisfy critical customer needs. For example, by arranging Today Sure and emergency shipments, which may place them in contact with both freight forwarders and ocean freight carriers. In concert with our many business partners, the CSR plans shipments that require special coordination due to consolidations, containerization, sailing dates, and ocean bookings. It's the CSR who coordinates the customer's request for unique products, which may call for unusual specifications and special packaging. The CSR seeks to resolve customer overstocks and short dating concerns and provides consulting services to our customers on international distribution logistics. Throughout the order cycle process, the customer service representative makes use of a high-technology tool called KEDS, the Kodak Export Distribution System. KEDS processes order entry data and interfaces with our inventory systems, pricing matrix, transportation, freight forwarding network, generates invoicing data, and prepares required documentation for all international shipments. Those customers with access to Kodak's data communication network have the capability to access item-level information regarding shipments from Rochester and Windsor through the customer inquiry feature within KEDS, currently known as International SLOD. This system allows you to access information in a variety of ways. You can see shipment detail related to a specific ION. You can see all IONs on order or back order for a specific catalog number. You can see all IONs whether invoiced or canceled during the last 6 months for a specific catalog number. We encourage our customers to use this tool prior to contacting IDS for status information. Online access allows immediate access to order details. For telephone coaching on using these screens, contact your customer service representative in IDS. They're well versed on this subject and would be happy to guide you. KEDS supplies a variety of reports which aid the customer service representatives in follow-up and monitoring of orders. Various stop shipment indicators called referrals ensure an order does not ship when any part of the order is incomplete. Daily generated reports showing all order inhibiting referrals allow immediate action to be taken to minimize delays in shipments. Another report generated by our KED system is the Status Monitor Report. This report allows your customer service representative to locate potential problems before they occur. Proactive attention results in fewer and less urgent individual problems. In addition to alerting us to these problems, this report can also point out repetitive situations which may be eliminated by instituting or updating a procedure. This proactive approach will be recognized in even shorter order cycle time. This is a normal order flow. 75% of all orders received are in standard electronic format and entered in a batch mode with minor manual intervention. The orders received via the teleprocessing link are entered into the computer order entry system, COES, which passes the data on to KEDS. We encourage our geographic customer to use the COES entry system. Orders through COES process daily with minimal cause for delay. Phone, cable, and facsimile orders are manually entered by IDS directly into KEDS online. Our goal for manual order entry is within 24 hours. However, this is not always possible and delays may occur. Controlled countries requiring import license or payment through letters of credits can help facilitate the entry process by ensuring licenses and letter of credits are promptly and accurately opened, adhering to all Eastman Kodak Company guidelines. Assistance in clarifying these guidelines can be obtained through your customer service representative. Orders pass to our inventory system, DC Stock, for demand placement and inventory allocation. Once product becomes available, orders for some international locations may be held in an allocated status called deferred. This status is used to accumulate the necessary weight, volume, temperature control, and special hazardous configurations with the ultimate purpose of maximizing space utilization within a container while maintaining agreed service objectives. Once an appropriate container load becomes available for shipment, within the Rochester or Windsor Distribution Center, the shipment selection process begins, resulting in the creation of product pick cards. These cards are used to pick the inventory that has been allocated to the order. At the same time that this effort is taking place, the General Transportation Department is making necessary arrangements for the ocean sailing. The majority of product shipped out of the distribution center in Rochester is picked and delivered to the export floor by an automatic guided vehicle, or AGV. The AGV picks product for an order to a given country. The AGV then delivers the product to the loading dock designated for that country, where it will remain until a vehicle is obtained and a sailing is available. Physical loading takes place and selected data from the pick card pertaining to each order is input at the loading dock through an online terminal. When the vehicle is loaded, the KED system is updated to allow creation of shipping documents. Many of our shipping documents are electronically transmitted to various locations. The shipper's letter of instruction and the commercial invoice are just a few of the documents that are electronically sent to our freight forwarders. The data from the shipper's export declaration is accumulated through our KED system and reported to the Bureau of Census through a monthly electronic data transmission. System print lines and online facsimile invoices can be sent immediately upon shipment to many of our Kodak houses to allow the customs clearance process to begin at the importing location. Our geographic customers have the option of how they prefer receiving their commercial invoices. If your telecommunication lines allow, invoice print lines can be made available, or an online facsimile invoice can be transmitted through a call to your customer service representative. Use of the print line and automatic fax invoices aid in ensuring timely receipt of one of the most important shipping documents. Our freight forwarding agent also sends pre-advised flight information on all air shipments. This information is also available by accessing International SLOD in KEDS. The primary task of International Support Services is to help ensure that documentation flows smoothly and quickly to its final destination. The ISS team provides auditing, editing, and distribution of export documentation, and is the central distribution point for internal reports. Every day, ISS receives KEDS reports, invoices, and order acknowledgments. These documents are broken down and then distributed to appropriate IDS personnel, the transportation department, and our customers. To ensure that shipments are accompanied by accurate documentation, the invoices are audited, and if necessary, corrections are made. Examples requiring correction are missing prices or weight discrepancies. Consistency in reporting is achieved when each day the total dollar amount released to sales is compared to the total dollar amount of the commercial invoices. The International Support Service Team sets an aggressive goal for same-day invoice mailing at 90%. ISS is also responsible for the processing of specialized invoices. Specialized invoices are required when product bypasses our distribution center. For example, when an individual personally takes product with them rather than having it sent through a freight forwarder, or when no charge product is being shipped to the customer direct from the manufacturing location within Kodak. Special invoices are created through the KEDS system to maintain consistency and to provide accurate shipping records. The Export Regulations Team for IDS supports the Kodak business units and the geographic regions by guaranteeing that corporate policy based on U.S. government regulations is strictly followed. The United States government and other governments have had for many years regulations governing the export of products from one country to another. It is important to understand that the U.S. government views exporting as a privilege, not a right. Punishment for non-compliance with U.S. government export regulations range from a warning to fines, to even possible imprisonment of key company officials and the loss of exporting privileges. It is the policy of the Eastman Kodak Company to comply with export regulations worldwide. The export of products will only be carried out in compliance with these regulations. Export controls are required to prevent political adversaries from gaining new and advanced technology, to close the weapons systems gap with Western governments, to gain new and advanced technology and save research dollars, to comply with foreign policies, to respond to commodities in short supply, to support nuclear non-proliferation, to control crime. Our Export Regulations Team deals with a variety of government agencies to obtain proper international importation certificates, export licenses, and required supporting documentation. Using controls in the KEDS system, the Export Regulations Team screens export customers against established nuclear compliance, diversion risk, and customers who have been denied privileges to export because of past export violations. This group also screens export documents for boycott-related statements and ensures export control commodity numbers, ECCNs, are assigned to products to identify shipment requiring validated export license. They prepare and coordinate the manual and automated shippers export declarations, SEDs, to satisfy government reporting requirements and determine the Harmonized System Schedule B code for U.S. Bureau of Census statistical reporting requirements. The Export Regulations Team administers the database for creation of U.S.-Canada Free Trade Agreement Certificates of Origin to obtain lower duty rates on export shipments to Canada. They coordinate implementation of the proposed North American Free Trade Agreement. Through the efforts of the Export Regulations Team, product keeps moving in a fast and efficient manner. They help ensure Eastman Kodak adheres to the many rules and regulations established by our U.S. government. The Import Services Team supports the Kodak business units in the acquisition of finished products from international suppliers and arranges for the proper handling of all imported goods through U.S. Customs. By using the System for Worldwide Importation Management, SWIM, they assist in the management of imports into the Eastman Kodak Company from any point worldwide to any destination in the Rochester area. Management begins at the time of purchase order creation and continues through final delivery. SWIM allows individuals to tap in directly and do shipment status inquiries online. The customer service function includes educational programs, logistics consultation and analysis, shipment tracing, and performance management to satisfy customer needs. Imports are expedited for critical customer needs, providing special coordination through each individual step of the import process. Services of customs brokers are obtained for the clearance of goods outside the Rochester area. The Import Customer Service Team is here to assist you. The Customs and Importations Team interacts with U.S. Customs on your behalf. They determine product classification and arrange for the payment of applicable customs duties, taxes, and fees. CARE is used to execute corporate policy to ensure compliance with U.S. Customs rules and regulations, as well as with other government agencies, such as the Food and Drug Administration and the Federal Communications Commission. Documentation is prepared for the release of goods from U.S. Customs after a determination is made to enter and pay the duties or send the import into our foreign trade subzone, where duties can be deferred until time of withdrawal. 95% of the imports are cleared through U.S. Customs the same day they arrive in Rochester. This is the typical flow of imports. Products arrive via air and ocean into the United States. They are then forwarded in bond via truck to Rochester. The average time for an air freight shipment from any point in the world to Rochester is 3 to 7 calendar days. You can assist the Customs Department on shipments destined for the United States by providing an accurate, itemized English language commercial invoice. It is important to remember that country of origin, as shown on the invoice, essentially means country of manufacture. Should you wish to return product to the United States, although the product was originally shipped from Rochester, the country of origin may not necessarily have been the U.S. Return documentation should also indicate who authorized the return, the purchase order number, or who is to receive the shipment. The name of the recipient is vital. If a product is imported and then later exported, it may qualify for duty drawback. This team identifies duty drawback opportunities and prepares and processes duty drawback claims. If you are aware that a foreign origin product is being exported temporarily, for example to a trade show, these products must be registered with U.S. Customs before departure to ensure duty-free treatment upon being returned to the United States. Import duties vary depending on the product. There are also other charges that may be assessed on the imported articles. To aid in reduction of your import costs, be sure to contact your Customs and Importation Department for assistance. We are working together to serve you better. The entire corporation has implemented a quality leadership process. This is an approach to managing that ensures we build quality into the processes we use to meet the needs of both our internal and external customers. This process, which makes continuous quality improvement an integral part of day-to-day operations, is our leadership strategy. IDS works as a team using the QLP processes to identify and act on major improvement opportunities. IDS participates in geographic site teams jointly with our other distribution partners. We monitor lead times and statistically manage performance to make lasting quality improvements in supporting our worldwide business logistics. Through the use of these processes, we continuously strive for your superior satisfaction. Teamwork between IDS, its customers, and worldwide business partners will promote Eastman Kodak Company as a world leader of quality products and services. We hope this guide to Eastman Kodak's U.S. International Distribution Services, IDS, is helpful.